Against the backdrop of the spectacular Rocky Mountains on the outskirts of Colorado Springs, home to some of our nation's best and brightest at the United States Air Force Academy. And when they're not learning to fly, they're getting ready for battles on the gridiron. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's ball. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. They'll try to run for it. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Such a big decision early in the game. When your opening drive, 3rd and short, you run it, you don't pick it up, and now you're just inches away from getting it. I'm not going to be surprised, guys, if they decide to run it here again.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Plays like that put just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen.
And they got him for the sack. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to...
Fires into traffic, picked off. And he's wrapped up after he's... Offense getting set for first down. He'll do it himself. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. He'll pitch it. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it, offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, Next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Makes the grab on the left. Makes the catch and knock down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Pretty solid coverage there. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. They'll try to get it through the air. Wiggles free. And down he goes back at the 3. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner could find no... On first down, here comes this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't big.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, looking again to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great cover.
He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Oh, man, thought he had the interception, but the official rules gained too much of an advantage, so wave off the turnover and give up the yardage. It'll be first down. Comes out throwing on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he'll be brought down. And a first down for the offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to bully their way for the first. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the big fella. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on fourth down, and it pays off there.
And that just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical fourth down and execute.
The hand to the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
Man, diving catches always looks...
They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
The option look. Fighting for the end zone, and he dropped it.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal from the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And it's Here come the Irish back on offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a 1st down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
Fires to the right. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. They'll try the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen. Get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll go to the fullback. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves into position to win.
Pull down for the tackle.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. You know, I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clutch, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the house that Rockne built, Notre Dame Stadium, underneath the watchful eye of Touchdown Jesus, the home of the Fighting Irish. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The inside handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Offensively.
The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. The give out of the gun. Squeezes ahead for a couple. They'll get it out to the 9.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day, or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always the same.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Second down coming up. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that hit? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box and more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10 as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact start you want. I mean, offense is playing great. Defense has gotten stops. You're in a position now, Palmer, to put the hammer down and get a 3-possession lead.
I'm really impressed with their physicality on both sides of the ball early in this one. They've been winning in the trenches. So here on offense, keep running the football and show your dominance.
And the ball is picked off. Couldn't find it. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it to the... They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. He wants to throw it. And they'll miss the connection here.
Well, 3rd and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. They want that clock to run. And he's tripped up.
The running picks up 6.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the single back. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. Just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.